Hello, welcome to this video. If you missed the first couple like little preview spots, uh, this is a review, and it is a review over the Star Wars crochet finger puppets. So with this, I'm going over the contents and the book. With the contents, I'll be going over like thoughts on the yarn, thoughts on the hook, thoughts on the accessories. And with that, I'll kind of show you some of the stuff. Some of the stuff obviously I can't show you because I used it. But I can go over it and show you similar from another kit, which I'm grabbing it right now. So funny. I hadn't taken it out yet. So, because the kits, various crochet kits are similar. They do have differences though. So today I'm going to show you the crochet finger puppets. I tend to get these as gifts at Christmas time because my friend knows I crochet. She knits. She knows how to crochet, not proficient. I know how to crochet, not proficient at knitting. We can both do both though. So she always kind of gets a little jealous that she can't make all these neat things. So I'm constantly trying to find a neat knitting pattern so she could do it while she still gets better at crocheting. But she has been doing great. I can actually show you size-wise part of one of the robes because I have it right here. I had made it like the pattern in the book for Obi-Wan Kenobi, I believe, but found it wasn't going to do what I needed it to do for the character that I created that's not in the book. But that's later on. So, if you have no idea what this looks like, I'm going to show that to you here real quick. So, that image you just seen, that is what it would look like if you bought it off Amazon. I love Amazon, so there's a link in the description for that kit on Amazon. So in the front of the book, it shows you all of the characters you can create, what they kind of look like. That's also why I showed you that picture, because it kind of lets you see what you can make. Specifically in the book, in case you couldn't tell, it's Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. They're the first two in the book, which makes sense because they're the two you can make with the kit. And then you have Princess Leia, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Boba Fett, Han Solo, Emperor Palpatine, Yoda, Jabba the Hutt, Stormtrooper, and that's it. They do not come with lightsabers. I warn you that because you will see my video, the ones I made with lightsabers. So, you get yarn to make these two. My take on the kit with the yarn you get to make it, I'm assuming, and we know what happens when you assume, but I am assuming that my kit may have been a uniquity. And the reason I say that is I had over enough for Darth Vader yarn-wise, which meant like I had leftovers, so I could start on another one. Like I ended up making two of his hat on accident because it had wandered off before I had attached it to his head. That being said, I did not technically have enough of the nude skin tone to finish my Luke Skywalker. But I had already ordered some of the yarn that this kit calls for. So I was waiting for it to get here. So it took me a while to actually end up making him fully because of that. And I even had tried taking apart some of his head and then using the mustard color that was for his hair to finish the top of his head since it would be covered with the wig cap. But that still didn't give me quite what I needed to make his hands. That's where I was short, was for his hands and obviously the top of the head. Like I said, that could have been a number of reasons that has nothing to do with the kit. Like I don't necessarily anticipate if I went to go buy another this kit having that same problem. So Was it aggravating and annoying? Most definitely. However, a plus side to this book is they do actually list specifically what yarn they use to make these. So that's a bonus, because if you like the feel of the yarn, or you're liking this book, you know exactly what colors to use and to make every single character in this book, which it is Hobbii yarn. And I have some right here. Like, I have a bunch of it because I got obsessed with it. It's such a nice soft cotton yarn. If you have anyone in your house on the spectrum or that is very skin sensitive, this yarn will not give them issues. It is really nice yarn. And I think that's kind of why I went crazy with it, but you know. Aside from that, they do send you like a little clear bag like this that will have eyes in it, and it will have a needle, same size as this one. I will put it a little closer for you. So obviously lighting makes it, but it'll be a needle with a bigger eye. And then you'll get some safety eyes with their backs, and then you get a little bit of like string of various colors. Specifically, it would be the green and red, because you need such a tiny amount for him that they're not gonna just, they don't need to do. And the gray. So you got the gray, the red, and the green that would be in a little bag. And with that too, you get the hook. So I'm gonna go ahead and review the hook, because I did notice once looking at the kit on Amazon, there were people complaining about the hook, saying it was cheap. First of all, when you buy these kits, really you're buying it for the book. And the only reason it's slightly upped in price is because they add stuff in there for you to get started with the book. Because the book is more cheaply made. It's got, you know, just a paper backing, very simple plastic glued binding. It's not a fancy book. So the primary cost, in my opinion, is for the book. And then they're going to make sure that everything else fits within the parameters of the price tag, so that they're getting the amount they want out of the book, and they're not taking a loss on the materials. So anyways, it's just a simple metal hook, nothing fancy. It is sturdy. Like, for instance, this is a 2.25 millimeter hook. And because those are so small and they are thin, if it is very cheaply made, I would break it. I would be more upset with the kit if this was plastic, because I would have definitely broke it making the puppets. Just because the amount of pressure you put to make tight stitches wears on the hooks. But I did not have that problem with this hook. I could buy similar to this hook at Walmart, so I wasn't upset with this hook at all. It's a nice, easy hook, and you can always use your own fancy hooks or get a fancy hook to replace it if you find that making these finger puppets is your jam. So one thing I don't like is the book with the binding. So you have this book with the binding, but when you set it down flat, it's just going to do that. So you almost have to kind of memorize what row you're on to do it, and then open the book back up to see what's next. Makes it take longer to do these that first time or two or whatever, when you're constantly having to pick up the book and look at it, because you can't just set it down, or you have to put something heavy on it to keep it open. So I will actually be doing a video of me taking this binding apart to make it more user-friendly for crocheting, which kind of hurts my heart a little, because I love reading books and I don't want to destroy books. I'm very against it, but because this is a book you work with, it's not very functional as far as that goes. So I will be making a video of me doing that later on. Aside from that, the contents within this book is great. I do like that they put everything in here you need to know about your tools and materials, suggested other materials for you to get, like a stitch marker, highly recommend. And then they do have, I'll show you guys this part, demonstrations with how to do various stitches within this book. So someone who is brand new to crochet could pick up this book. They might have to watch some tutorials on stitches and stuff to kind of get the hang of it, but they could essentially start learning to crochet with this kit. Beyond that, I'm not going to show you any of the patterns because obviously this is a paid book, so to respect the creator, you'll have to go buy it to get to see any of that. But you can see a preview of the pattern for either Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker within the listing on Amazon, so you can get a gist for it. If you are used to making stuffed animals, working in the round in crochet or amigurumi, some of how the rounds work, especially the head, will be very familiar and kind of like, oh, that's like the standard way we make a head type of thing. So be prepared for that. So overall, I would say for this kit, I would give it a 4 to 4.5 out of 5. I do feel like someone just starting with crochet might struggle with this kit for a little bit, but if they're getting it to help supplement, like to eventually do as they're using videos to help them get comfortable with the stitches, most definitely. It is pretty easy. Now what I will say about the patterns is it's all written, there's no graphs as far as that goes, so you need to be able to read a pattern with the shorthand terms. They are in US crochet terms. And I did also put a link below for the yarn. It doesn't come in a full skein like this. It will come in partials that they had weighed for the amount that you need, and then you need to roll it up in a ball so you can use it with no problem. Also, since I get these kits often, one of the next reviews you guys can see is for crocheted Harry Potter characters, and I'll be doing that in the near future. And here's a sneak peek video picture of what the kit looks like. So I hope y'all are looking forward to that video. I'm trying this year to do one video a week, so hopefully that one will be up for you guys next week or so. But with that, I don't want to keep you guys waiting because you haven't seen the finished product. I actually don't have them because my child took off with them. But if you keep watching, this next little clip will be of both Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, and they're having a little lightsaber fight because I was being silly with them after I finished them because they'd been sitting on my desk for so long. So without further ado, let's check those out. I will also hit you up with a review on this yarn because they have more than just that, but if you're ordering it, be warned, it's overseas, so it takes a little bit of time if you're in the US. But let's check out those 2-finger puppets. Hopefully you thought those were cute, enjoyed them, etc. I know, change of scenery. I'm actually in my office now. So overall, 4 out of 5 stars. I did talk about that. If you noticed in that video, they were holding little lightsabers. Those are not in this book. That was completely done by me. I freehanded it. I did write it down, so I do have the pattern to do their little lightsabers. They were super fun, cute. If there's requests on here to get the pattern for the lightsabers, by all means, ask away. And if I know that's an interest, I will make a video with that, and I'll try and take the time with the video while I'm making it to have the words within the video so you can see the pattern as it's going out. But I do have it written down. I did do it. Luke Skywalker's was actually my test subject for it. But with that, that is all for today. That is my review of this kit. Like I said, I'll come back with this book, show you how I'm going to make it a little bit more friendly for working with. And but if you're interested in these, I highly do recommend it. It is a good book. It is easy to look through. If you're not interested with the not comfortable or used to working in the round or making stuffy type things, that will change how easy it is for you. But it's totally doable with videos, and I can totally do videos on here, which was my plan of different stitches, so I can cover these. Like there's several I want to make that aren't in this book. There's a good baseline of, okay, generally do this many stitches up and around for the body, change the coloring how I want, basic standard head. And when I say basic standard head, I'm saying a lot of times when people make patterns for like amigurumi heads that are like human heads or even some animal heads, they take on the same type of pattern and generally the same numbering pattern that I found this book has for the heads. Not that it's like, oh, this is the standard everybody uses. That's not at all what I mean. I'm just saying that it goes to that same type of pattern. Like as soon as I say, I'm like, oh, I do this already for like this and hats and blah, 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 whatever. So the pattern was really easy for me as far as that went. And with that, I guess that's it. I did have to alter stuff to make the Jawa. If you've followed me, you've seen the Jawa. My kids took off with the Jawa, so I don't have it to show you guys right now. But I'm going to end you guys with a little video of the Jawa so you can see what it looks like. To see that it is really easy to take this and alter it with your own thoughts and patterns that you already know for other things like a human's hooded cow and make other characters. That's essentially what I'm meaning when I show it to you. I did have to get, like, if you guys are wanting to know a little bit about the Jawa, its eyes are different, so they didn't come with the kit. I purchased them on Amazon, but I do purchase some eyes on Etsy too. So those are all things I can share with you guys as well. But if you enjoy this, you want to see more reviews, see more videos of things I make, etc., like the video, subscribe to the channel, check us out, you know, get those notifications from me. And with that, I will leave you to the Jawa.